Hey guys, it's Marwan here. And before we jump into the actual sketching video of this video, there's something I want to ask you. I get questions pretty much every day. You know, people sending me sketches of their own and asking me to review them and to fix them. And I would love to do that. Seriously, that's if I had the time to do that for every single sketch, I would. But you know, it requires a lot of time. So I've been thinking about this for a while now. And before I do it, I want to ask you guys, I mean, that's basically all that matters, if it's even something that you're interested in. So I'm thinking of making a membership site where it's probably going to be, would be a private Facebook group where we do this every single week. So you submit your sketches, and I might even take on other designers in there, and once a week or something like that. I haven't really thought about the frequency, but at least once a week we go live and we give you live feedback on your sketches, and that way help you improve your skills, I guess. I mean, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be, I see a lot of car sketches, which is cool. I mean, I love to sketch cars too. But this would be for, you know, all kinds of, oh, my arm is going dead. All kinds of products, and not only product, but industrial design, design sketching, and so on. So it can be all of those things. And yeah, that's so I want to ask you, is that something you would be interested in me creating and setting up? Or should I just scrap the idea altogether and you know, keep doing my own Facebook YouTube videos, not really with specific feedback to everybody? Oh, of course, it's going to require a lot of my time, so it's going to be a paid membership, but it's not going to be expensive at all. I want to make it as affordable as possible for everybody who wants to join. So there is no question if you can afford it or not. I want you to comment below, what do you think of this idea? Is it a good idea? Is it a crappy idea? Or what do you think? Is this something you would sign up for? The pricing, I'm thinking a lot of people are gonna ask about the pricing. A meal at McDonald's a month or something like that. Nothing outrageous at all. As I said, I want it to be super affordable so people from all over the world can join and take their sketching to the next level. So comment below, let me know what you think about this idea. And now let's get into the sketching and stop rambling. Take it easy.
Now before we get into the sketching part, just make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That way you get notified when new videos are uploaded every single week.
What is up, everybody? It's the Sketch Monkey here with a brand new video for you. And in this video we're gonna go fancy, because what I have here is some sketch marker paper. And that's way fancier than I'm used to, because normally I use some print paper. Right, Rosie? You know I use print paper all the time. There you go. But in this video we're gonna use marker paper. The reason for that is that I just need to use this up. I think I have like three pads or whatever you want to call it of marker paper, and I never used them, so I thought, hey, let's start using these. And I kind of want to sketch a truck today. For me, like, trucks have a super weird proportion. It's like they have a box. How would I explain? It's like a box on top of a box, but the other box is smaller. So we're gonna try and just do something like that. I'm gonna take it easy on myself, okay? I'm gonna start with a side view, so because that's the easy part of doing this. As you see that everything is recording, it is. So let's start with the wheelbase here and see how that goes. Let's put out right here. Put it right there. And I would say the other one should go right there. Now I do have some reference pictures right in front of me here of trucks. So the right height seems to be in the middle of the right smack in the middle of the wheels here. That would be the right height, I guess. And then they have some short, usually, you know, trucks have some, they don't have round wheel arcs. So I'm just gonna do something like this. Because usually they fit larger wheels in there, you know, terrain wheels and stuff like that. And this is the hard part right here. This right here is the hard part. I don't know how the proportions of the bed. So I guess something like that, and it stops. Let's see, it stops about here. If we have a what's it called, a crew? I think it's called a crew when you have 4 doors. And then it goes, the A-pillar starts. So this is how I think when I sketch something I don't know. I put out as many reference points as I can and go from there. So I know if I look at where the A-pillar goes down, it kind of goes down where the front wheel ends. So that's what I'm doing right here. And that's going to help me with proportions and with, you know, positioning stuff and everything in between. So I'm going to finish the hood here. I think that's a bit too short, so I'm going to extend it even further so we can put a V12 or whatever we want in there. Kind of has a flat. I'm actually looking at a Tundra right now. 2018 Tundra. If you can't tell by my fantastic sketch. Just gonna fill in the roundness of that. I'm gonna do that later. Not worry about that right now. Same wheel arches here. Wanna have it almost squared. To get those massive lift kits and whatever people do with their trucks these days. Crazy. Alright, something like that. Then we have a bumper in the back. From the man who owns Jacksonville Jaguars. That's how he started his business in the 70s, I guess, I believe. Or maybe it was even the 60s. He's from, I think he's from Pakistan. I might be wrong, but it's in that area. And he came here as an exchange student. This is just some random facts that I know. He came here as an exchange student in the late 60s. I think it was the 70s, though. And he saw all these trucks on the road. So he thought, hey, they all have basically the same rear end. And they all, the purpose of a truck is to, you know, they're pretty rough. So they don't need to look really good, the bumpers. So what he decided to do is to create, if you look at bumpers, the rear bumpers on trucks and vans, so you have the Ford E vans and all the regular vans, they all have the same kind of rear bumper. So look at that next time you look at them, and most of them come from his company that he started, just creating bumpers for the major manufacturers of vans and trucks. And then he bought the football team. So that's just, now you know. Now you know. See? You come to my videos, you learn stuff like that. It's fantastic. Let's fill in the windows. So I guess it's called the C-pillar in a truck as well. So thicker than the rest of the pillars. But bam, make the doors. Let's see, the door goes all the way back here. Like that. Then we have this door line. It goes kind of like this, and then it goes in like that. Comes that. And cut this in the middle right there. Look at that, we have our truck. Fantastic. Now I just need to work on these wheels. And since Oh, I can't talk when I do these circles. Hold on a second. And since I'm using a marker paper, we're obviously going to put some markers on this. The problem is going to be finding markers that work, that are not dried out. So I might have to do some editing and cutting of the video right here until I find markers that work actually. Hopefully not, but we'll find out soon, I guess. Let's make the front windscreen visible, since it's curved, so you can see it from the side view as well. Let's add some of the, actually, this is a truck, so I'm actually gonna add the side mirror here. How incredible is that? I'm actually adding a side mirror in a side view. And as you know, that basically never happens. So you're witnessing something special here. See, I don't I just don't like side mirrors in side view. They just look so weird. It's there now, so I can't do anything about that. Then we have some interesting graphics right here. Yeah, now. And same in the front. Cool. We also have a big indent right here. Goes all the way back here. All right, pressure. Gonna add some markers on this. Wish me luck. See what we got. Let's see what we got. We have some lime green here. That looks cool. Let's see if they work. Because these are from my college days, and that's crazy to think that if they still work. Look at that, they do. But it's not the color that I... Actually, we can maybe do it in that color. Yellow or orange, something. Let's do it. Start. Of course it's gonna go dry the second I start sketching with it. Come on, man. Come on. Just gonna fill in a few details here. You can do it. Actually, you know what? I get confused when I look at the reference. I'm just gonna do it my way and hope for the best. Because looking at the picture from now, it's just gonna confuse the crap out of me. And whenever I start to look too much, it slows the process down of sketching, and it kind of gets very, very stiff or stale. It just doesn't have the dynamic of a fun sketch whenever I look at references too much. I can look at it, you know, for proportions and stuff, but after that, I should just do my own thing. And all right, cool, it's in picture, and just sketch whatever I want. We have another one right here. I hope that it's darker. It is. Add some sunshine in here. Looks like an orange. I think I have to go back to the first one and fill in some more. This is weird. It says yellow green on it. I don't know if you can see it. Come on, focus. It doesn't matter. It says yellow green on it anyway. And it's definitely not any green at all. It's just yellow. Maybe the green just faded over the years. I don't know. Add there's always like a chamfer edge around these wheel arches. Let's try to visualize that somehow. Maybe Maybe something like that. Alright, I just looked at the reference again. I should just remove it from my screen. Look what I found. I found a Marigold 24 touch. And that's exactly what I need right now. I don't need to make any edits to this video. That's fantastic. I love it. Look at this. Look at this juicy truck with all these sunshine colors on it. I'm not sure what I want to do with this area right here. How is it? Yeah, I guess I can always come back to it later and make it wider if I want to. It's all good. It's all good. Let's use, as I always talk about, the contrast of sketches. Very, very, very important. So I'm gonna go in now with the black and fill in the black parts of the sketch. Just following the outline like this. Like this. Baseline. Actually gonna go in with an even darker. I must have a darker, almost red tone that I want to go at the bottom of this truck later on. I'll find it later. This doesn't really matter because all of this is gonna get black anyway, so I can just go crazy here. Don't need to worry too much that I miss lines and stuff. And you know, the roundness, you can come back to that later. Just do something like this. Mud flaps. Looks really, really... I regret that. Instant regret. But, what the heck? What the heck? It's done. Man, that mud flap is annoying now. Why did I do that? The problem with it is that it's too low to the ground, so it doesn't really... All it's gonna do is just scrape the ground when you're driving this truck, and that's not the purpose of it. That's not gonna work out. I'm just gonna fill in the black all the way here. The far side wheel as well. I hope you follow along in this sketch. It would be cool to see your result of sketching a truck or whatever you want to sketch. And you can post it, I guess you can post it in the comments, like one guy did. He just posted the Instagram post link, and usually when people post links like that, it gets into the spam folder and it doesn't even show up. But I guess Instagram posts are fine because his sketch just showed up in the comment and was really cool to see the result that he got from following along in the video. You see the contrast, how much that adds to the whole... Every time, before I add the black parts, it just doesn't look that exciting. It really looks boring before you get to the contrast part of this. So never underestimate the power of the contrasting pots. All right, there we go. It's up here as well. Let's just add some. I really need a darker shade than this. Do we have it somewhere? Oh, I need to organize my markers more. This is insane. Insane. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Dark orange. What is this? Coral red. Does that work? Might actually work. Let's just do it. Let's just go crazy. Actually, it looks good. Looks good. Sometimes you just gotta take a chance and hope for the best. And you see, sometimes it works out. I was just lucky this time. Otherwise, I would act as if it worked out, but it didn't. You wouldn't know. I would try to cover it up somehow with like 50 different markers. That's just a lot of work. So thankfully I didn't have to do that right now. Because this shade is awesome. Even though it's coral red, it's kind of like dark orange. Let's bring it down here as well, right there. Where else? Where else do we have these dark? Well, we have a big ridge going through the whole body of the car. Right. I don't know how trucks are built up, man. I need to constantly look at this reference that I have. It shows that of course the bed has to be separate from the main body, so that's what I'm gonna do. Like that. Something like that. Let's add some of this up here to get even more reflections in here. And this is, by the way, I'm gonna leave this like touch open, so you just keyless entry, you know, no ugly door handles. And that's not just because I don't want to sketch them. That's actually a cool feature of my design. It's not because I'm lazy and don't want to sketch. Don't want to sketch the door handles. Not at all. It's just because I like my cars to be keyless entry. You don't need any stupid keys. Just gonna open up the door like Tesla. You just step in. That's it. The best part about that is that it keeps the exterior very, very clean and easy to sketch. Let's see what we got. What do we got? I need to make some interior features. Obviously, that's standard. Why did this pen just die? I just sketched with it. How did 5 people fit? These are huge, these trucks. They're massive, man. Like, I don't think they were even legal in Europe. Well, there probably is, but there are not a lot of them because you're probably gonna get like gas guzzler tax, which will not make it worth it or something, because I can't see how Europe would like these trucks on the road, unless it's a hybrid or something like that, I guess. trying to look what I need to do now. And it looks like the bumper is actually the color of the car, but I'm gonna make it gray. Because I can. That's why. And let's add the interior parts here. Something like this. I don't know how long this video is going to be. Probably longer than they always end up longer than I expected, because I think I always start out like, hey, I'm just gonna make a doodle. Make a quick doodle. And then I can't just stop myself from sketching, man. It's bad. I got a problem. Let's do blue, gray 5. I probably should mention all the markers that I'm using as I go along. I might start doing that. Anyway, this is a blue-gray 5. And the markers I'm using, as I've said before, the brand really doesn't matter as long as they do the job. There are some really, really crappy markers that I wouldn't use. But they are rare, and most markers work pretty well for what I need them for. I mean, as long as they're alcohol markers, you can blend them and do all these fancy stuff. And that's all that matters. At least for me. Right now I'm just trying to look busy and trying to think about what I need to sketch next here. And I know what's coming up. It's the wheels. I'm just dreading the wheels because I hate sketching wheels. Such a repetitive thing to sketch. But I need to, I guess I have to do it here, right? Because otherwise it looks like this and it's not looking good. So let's get it done. Oh my god, my circles today. It's too early for circles. Let's do blue-gray 7. What is that? What are you, blue-gray 7? I'ma use it. I'ma use it right now. All the way around, and then we can add highlights and stuff, shading to these tires. We can add that later on. Not really sure I like this blue-gray now that I look at it. It looks weird. It looks like it doesn't belong in this sketch. But hey, it's done. Can't undo it. See, Tundra, why do you have such complicated wheels, man, on your 2018? I don't want to sketch all that. You crazy? It's gonna take me all day to do that. So, what do we do? Well, first of all, this wheel seems to be like a 22-inch, and this seems to be like 18 or 19. So that's a problem. I need someone to come teach me how to sketch wheels real fast. That's the key here, fast. I would probably know, I do know how to sketch wheels if I take an hour doing it, but that's not really what I'm looking for here. What do we want to do with this stuff? Let's use the fine liner. Not sure what I'm doing right now, to be honest with you. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out somehow. Gonna be interesting to see. I have no idea how to solve this issue at the moment, but I'm sure
I'm sure I'll figure something out. All right. Interesting. By interesting, I mean ugly. Oh no, I went too broad, so I have to go all the way here. Tundra coming for you. Let's do some white highlights, or not even highlights, just some shading on these tires. Try to cover the blue weirdness of them. Yeah, it looks better now. Definitely looks better. I love this white pencil on really, really dark areas. If you're using like Cool Gray 9 or even 8 or black for sure. Just to go over it and add some shading like this to it. It makes a big difference. It just makes things more interesting in general. I think I'm just gonna keep the wheels like this, maybe make some basic shading like that. I'm really not a fan of sketching wheels, in case you didn't know. What I'm gonna do now is go back with the big pen, start to refine this, and this is where the sketch really comes to life, when you add the line weight to areas. And start to think about details of this truck. Something like this. Might not want to add too much inside of the body of the car. This is more, the big pen is more of an outline tool, so you want to use it for outlines and really sharp edges. So you have this separation right here, which definitely needs to be darker than what it is right now. So what I'm gonna do is, this is perfect to use the big pen for. Going with the big pen and do some line shading. And it does go all the way down there. Cool. See the difference? So if you rewind like 30 seconds and compare it to this, looks so much better with some line shading in there. Where else can we add some line shade? Let's actually define this. This is one of my favorite steps, is the two final steps of any sketch, which is, at least in my process of sketching, is this one, where you add where you come back and add big pen to the sketches, and the final step where you add the highlights, which we're gonna do right after this step, is also super fun step, because both of those steps are making the sketch really pop. And I think a lot of people just forget about the adding the final sharpness to a sketch is kind of important. See, we have a bumper here as well that I forgot to define. Let's just add a section or a cut line right here. And boom, we have a bumper. Look at that. Cool. Worked out. Let's define the grill. Grill on a Tundra has a middle bar like that. So my friends in Europe are asking me sometimes when am I gonna get a truck, since I live in the U.S. now. I think it's funny. I mean, I would not be opposed to getting a truck. I kind of like them for the simple purpose of them being, you know, utility vehicles. If you need a truck, then if I wouldn't if lived on a ranch or something, I would definitely get a truck. My favorite truck, I always tell this to my wife whenever I see one outside, when we're out driving, is the Ford Ranger. I just love that truck. It's the bare essentials of what a truck is, and it's not one of those crazy oversized trucks that you see these days. It's just a cute little truck with manual transmission. It looks fun to drive, and you know, it does the job that you need it for. Maybe not the load capacity of these Tundras and stuff, but still. It's like if you played Need for Speed back in the day, Hot Pursuit, and you have these extra cars that just drive around on the track to look like, you know, regular people out and driving. If you had, they look like the most generic cars ever. And if you were to put a pickup in there, that would be the Ford Ranger, because it's such a basic truck. Adding some. I don't know if I want to add some line weight in here. Maybe. Well, I'm doing it right now, so yes. This was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to sketch. It's a long video probably. I have no idea what the time is at the moment, but everything's good. It's still recording. And I guess we can add some graphics into this light here. Like that. Lindsay is coming home now. She went to the park with the dog.
Come in. Hey, come.
So I don't know what else to do on this video. I think. Oh yeah, we need to put some highlights on it. I forgot about that. Final step. How was the park?
Nice. We just walked the whole circle-y thingy.
Cool.
Just kind of was like 2.5 miles.
I can go in and add some details to this light fixture. There, that's all I'm gonna do with that. Alright, let's jump into the final touch of this super long video. Look at those highlights. Beautiful. So as I always do, I start in the front with these highlights because I don't want to mess up stuff. Smear out the lines that I made with my hand. So start in the front and work your way backwards to the. Start at the left side. I mean, the front doesn't make sense unless you're sketching a car in this specific view. But obviously, if you're left-handed, you're gonna start from the right. Let's see if we can define some spokes in there. See, I worked it out. Maybe it's not the most beautiful looking wheel, but I'll take it. I'll take it because it took me 5 seconds to sketch. Come on, white ink, you can do it. These are brand new, so they should be alright. That's a bit messy. It's a little bit too messy for me.
Jules, what's your problem? Hey!
Hey. Can I borrow your wireless headphones?
Jules goes crazy every time someone is... She hears a weird noise.
What did you say?
Can I borrow your wireless headphones?
Yeah. They're right here. Give me a second.
You have to show me how to set them up.
It's very, 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 very easy. You press a button.
I thought it was a half-hour walk I signed up for locally.
Yeah.
It was an hour walk and my settings were set to downtown Sarasota.
Oh.
So I'm going downtown Sarasota for an hour.
Okay.
Because I picked it up before I realized where it was. And I
Hey! Oh my god. Rosie. No. Here we go. She's eating my sketches again. Rosie, you can't eat my papers, man. Come here. You. You crazy cat? Where were we? Highlights. Let's add these. This is probably the longest video I've ever done. I think it will be. And doing the same thing here, I'm just gonna add the burn points of this rim on the top part and at the opposite bottom part. Like that. And add some reflections to the spokes as well, so it's not all black there. I want to have some visibility of the design of the rim. Alright, I'm gonna stop this video right here because as I said, it's a super long video and I don't want to speed any of this up, so I'm just gonna keep it like this. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did follow along in this video, post a link to your Instagram post or wherever you're posting the sketch. I would love to see the result of your sketch. And if you'd like to learn more about design sketching, check out Analog Designer Pro Pack. I'm gonna put the link in the description. It's I think it's about 8 hours long course bundle with all my analog courses on design sketching, and I think you're gonna like it, especially if you really want to take your design sketching and level that up. So that's about it. Thanks again for watching. I'm the Sketch Monkey, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys. I'm not really done yet. I'm gonna add some more details to this. You can stay if you want to. I'm just done talking. Oh, I definitely forgot one thing. I forgot this. I forgot this part. Oh no. Sheesh. I just messed up some of my lines. I should have stopped recording, but I'm still recording. And I'm still gonna add this in the video. Let's mess up some more lines down here. There we go. Now I'm done. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy, guys.